Harja now?
The red fates are this strong. So it is with every trial the Banu endure.
Feels like sunburn.
Get out of this. These are helpful. Bitter, though. Quickly. Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters. it. Nothing to see here.
Who's that? What does she think she's doing?
Yeah, this is our quarry.
Never say no to an extra bow in a
I'll do what I
fight.
have to.
Whatever. Just don't let her steal all the good kills.
Getting closer! Watch their weapons!
Who's better than us, huh? Nobody. That's who.
We'll waste this.
Who's the best, huh? Who?
Outlander. What was all that about? What game are you playing here?
I'm a friend. Bergren sent me, told me you might need some help.
That Oseram blowhard in Song's Edge? Did he pretend to be concerned for us? We're doing fine. We don't need to be looked after like children.
That's not the way Bergren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Undercut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the Sundom.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snap Maw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's gotta keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out. Ouch.
Hey, she's starting without us. Let's get down there, Flaming Skulls.
For the last time, Orkite, that is not our name.
Maybe we should table this argument until after the hunt?
Just shoot!
And now we sit around and wait for her to finish cutting out the part.
Nothing gets my blood running like the hunt. How about it, Aloy? Did you find the next part?
Hush now. So, another hunt down. We're getting really close, huh? Nothing better than a good hunt.
This is good. We're making progress.
That's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrund.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nukoni. But here we are.
Who's Nukoni?
Nukoni was... she was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
Is this why you left Banor? Because of this business with Nukoni and your chieftain?
Onakut knew Nukoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we to Ty? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did.
Nukoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onakut wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you were willing to fawn over him and Sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Oniku's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nukoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nukoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Oniku, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nukoni?"
We tracked Nukoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
I'm sorry, Tatai. It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you. I'm sorry for what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Eva.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banowar is buried in Banowar. What matters now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for ourselves, right?
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snapmaw fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait. I was starting to worry about you three. Everything all right?
We took our time. After our last conversation, we had a lot to think about.
I can imagine. Just one more hunt, then your debt is paid and you three can make your way south. Ready?
Huntress, the Sunshine Snowshoes await your signal.
Horrible!
I'm almost impressed, Dulamok. Didn't think you could come up with a name worse than burning turkeys.
Well, I liked it. Let's hunt.
Definitely like that. Watch it, watch it, watch it!
No unnecessary risks!
Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye.
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time!
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nukoni wanted to hunt.
Nukoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nukoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrun. If he can't teach you himself, we'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? That's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
You do more than just survive. You believe in something, and you're willing to fight for it. Nukoni was willing to die for it.
I like that. Nukoni dreamt of a werak without shamans or chieftains, and we might be that dream.
Nukoni's arrows. That's what we are. Shot from her bow in the north, to hit her target in the south.
I know I'm not part of the Werak, but that's the best suggestion I've heard since I met you three.
Yes. Nukoni's arrows. We will try to fly true. Thank you, Huntress.
The biggest braggart in my wit says he's going after me. Wind whipping in the snow. That's...
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Manuka calling themselves Nukoni's arrows now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.